This is going to be the Hujam in the Cristoforo Colombo, which is the Tier 10 Italian battleship tech tree line. Very good ship, very comfortable ship, probably overtuned just a little bit. She's got she's got the ability to fire both sap shells and AP. Now, sap shells, for those who don't know, have really good penetration, and they do not have the ability to start fire. So it's kind of the in-between of HE and AP, and that sort of thing. Let's try not to make jokes out of tragedies if we can in chat, please. Thank you very much. So the sap does just really dirty things, and it does amazing damage to anything with light armor. So you're talking about destroyers, light cruisers, super light cruisers, submarines, Battleship 4, and in sections, especially superstructure as well. I know the problem is, Cthulhu, a lot of times when you have those things in chat, you know how easy it is for a text message to be misunderstood. So just want to make sure, we just kind of, there are some things, unfortunately, we just can't discuss, Now, Cristoforo Colombo also has 360-degree turrets in the rear. The last two turrets, exactly, Wolfie. The last two turrets are 360-degree. Makes it very comfortable for repositioning from shooting to your left or to the right. Very important. She also gets deep water smoke. So what I mean by that is she can smoke up and move at full speed as long as she's not shooting her main battery and something's within her gun bloom, the detector. She's able to use that to her ability quite nicely. Now, she was tested at a time that there was a very important commander skill, which is no longer in the game. And that skill was called Deadeye. And when you were not detected and firing your gun, you had a buff to your dispersion. Which, if you think about it, Italian battleships having that smoke with that buff to dispersion because they're not detected, is very powerful. Very powerful, okay? But, it was deemed too powerful. So this entire line of ships was balanced around the use of that skill Deadeye, and then Wargaming removed it. So effectively, that was a bit of a nerf to dispersion. So what Wargaming decided to do to make the Colombo better was to fix it by putting in a special, unique upgrade. Now, the image doesn't want to show, but the idea is you put this on instead of slot 6, the reload, and you gain maximum dispersion. So you gain a buff to your dispersion and a buff to your reload time. And this pretty much fixes the problem that most people have with the Colombo, which was its dispersion was just a little bit too large. Okay, because again, it was tuned at a time when you had a skill that was different and no longer in. That's true. A lot of things don't make sense in physics, especially in this game. So this is considered a really good unique upgrade worth picking up. If you're trying to think about which unique upgrades to grab, this is a good one. Then there's concealment, modification, propulsion, aiming systems, damage control, and then finally damage control party mod 1. Now, for the Italian ships, damage control party mod 1 is okay. This helps to keep the uptime for DCP. So you can see he's got 23 seconds of uptime, 23.1 seconds of uptime, which means when he pushes that button, he cannot be set on fire. Again, he's invulnerable to that kind of stuff for 23 seconds. Without it, most people would go main battery mod 1, and you can see there's 15 seconds, or 16.5. 15 seconds is pretty much the limit of where you'd want to put the main damage control party mod 1 in. These are very good in American battleships because they have base 20-second DCP uptime. For Commander, once again, Sansonetti Cincinnati, you'll be reminded you get a buff to main battery firing range after getting a kill. Get a Confederate, and that's a buff to your main battery reload time. And then hit with 100 times on main battery, and that's 10% ship consumable. Not as important in battleships. But Cincinnati can definitely work well for Colombo, especially if you get the Confederate. So the other big thing is Cincinnati does have a buffed skill for gun feeder. So this enables Hujam to switch between AP and SAP much quicker whenever you need it. Oh, hey Hujam.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, have fun.
Yeah, I'll see you later. Putting you off to do clan battles?
No.
No, it's Friday. Why are you
We
leaving?
have a tournament next week. Somebody requested my presence.
Aw, okay, cool. No problem. Have fun. Thanks for tuning in and being here and being an awesome mod.
No problem. I'll keep deleting Galix messages.
Thank you. And
I'll be heading out as well.
Okay.
So take care.
You're very quiet, Hujam.
Give me a second.
That's better. So, you went for that, then you went for Brisk, Adrenaline Rush, the usual battleship skills, and then improved repair party readiness. Now, in ranked, IRR is not as useful because you probably aren't going to hit that 2 million potential damage as quick, but it does get you the heal back quicker, so that comes in handy, I suppose.
Can you hear me?
And then,
How about now?
yes, you're better.
All right, I'll go adjust it again.
Okay. And then for flags, we got ship HP, fire reduction, flood reduction, heal boost, and speed boost. There are some other flags. Much better. There we go. Now you're good.
Okay.
Why aren't you using all the flags, or are you just trying to conserve at this point?
I'm not sure really. I think in this game, I think I'll just I don't really use all the flags on Colombo because it doesn't have a lot to use. Did I forget to use like ramming or something?
The other two ones that would be useful, I think, for you would be ramming and the consumable one. You could even get away with throwing on the anti-air just because you never know when you'll see a carrier. Smoke could be useful, but probably not for most of the purposes, so. Okay.
Yeah,
well, let's get...
Colombo doesn't really require a whole lot of flags outside of heal and the extra health and speed. That's baby.
Yes, push the big fat brick through water faster. All right. So, this is obviously ranked gold, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is gold.
Okay. Just putting in your Colombo video. Here we go. For later. So, what? God, this is really good. This is really good for you. 1 battleship per team. The biggest weakness of Colombo is their side armor plating. It's thick, but it's very easy to show broadside and be citadeled because of how thick it is. So, you got very lucky there. I mean, Napoli, if you like it close to you, could be threat for AP. Puerto Rico, the AP could be a threat if you show broadside to it. Libertad, same thing. Jinan, Utrecht. Utrecht will tickle you. Jinan, if you let him deep water torp you, will be pain. Z52 will tickle with his torps.
The biggest threat for me is the Jinan. The other ones, the SAP lull pens everybody here.
Right.
Yeah, especially the Puerto Rico.
Yes. And by lull pen, for those of you guys who don't know what that means, he means it'll just automatically damage, and it's like turn your brain off to shoot the thing.
Yeah, it's like almost like overmatch for some of these ships.
Yeah.
How easily it does damage to them.
Mm-hmm. Well, thanks, Elusive.
I wasn't sure
How you
which
doing,
way to
by the
go
way?
on this, if to go the other way and like catch anybody going the other way. Like the people like to run across the edge, this side of the map from the other side, or go from here and just deal with a DD like head on if they're gonna go for this. This buff right here, which a lot of DDs like to go to. Generally, when they all die in the first 5 minutes, they generally this is where it happens. So maybe
Yeah.
save my DD if I just sit there and just have the guns ready to go.
Well, so I want to mention something. This happens all the time. You're going to be behind the island when the Shimakaze gets detected. So,
Yeah,
if,
roughly.
and look, there he is, behind the island. So if that's your play, then I would have liked to have seen you come out into the middle and turn your guns to the right so that you can just immediately wreck that Z-52. Put you in more danger, of course. But you could always smoke and run if you needed to. Well, Shimakaze decides to beach well within Z-52 hydro range, and I'm guessing the Shimakaze smoked up as well. Most destroyer players, even in rank, just don't understand that part of the equation. And sure enough, he did. Ooh, engines out at a pivotal time. That's a dead Z-52. Yep. Yep. His engines were out. He couldn't change forward to back quickly enough because of that, so that's an easy kill. And Shimakaze is upset, but again, this island is in the perfect place to block you from shots early on, so whatever. It ends up being a trade. This is the best you could hope for at this point.
Yeah, by the way, this game will go the distance.
Great.
Yeah, this trying to figure out where, well, the torps weren't a big deal, but where this Libetard went. I don't know if it went, but then I look on the enemy map and he's taking off. So now I'm just gonna sit here and just take cross shots, and whoever I can.
I find that a lot in ranked too. The Pan American battleships with their AI gunners, people being very afraid to engage them, or to engage in them, I should say. What's up, Major Power? How you doing, man?
Yeah,
I saw you were streaming earlier. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's not much threat for him over here except for me, and like I don't really have a constant threat, but like him playing at range to me is actually detrimental to him.
Yeah. Whatever.
He needs those secondaries engaged.
Exactly. So that's fine. Let him run away and, you know, you just keep smacking him. There's a shout out for Major Park. Go ahead and toss a follow towards him if you be so kind. Very fun, entertaining streamer from UK. I want to say UK. Doing well? Cool. Yeah, we had a pretty good day. I'm testing out a new PC build. I rebuilt it this past week. Ripped out my old 9900K processor, Intel 8-year-old processor, and replaced it with a AMD 9900X. Because I like the number 99. That's a joke. And thehujam was with me when I bought it.
Right. I was in the store.
You were in the store. You were next to me. You were writing down my credit card number. No, I'm kidding. Oh, this is nothing better than new tech. Oh, I needed it. My processor was so old, it just couldn't handle streaming anymore. Oh, look at that damage. It was just getting to the point, man, where it's like everything was just, yeah. Right now, for example, 26%, 27% CPU usage. If I was streaming last weekend, I'd be at 90, 95%. Big difference. Okay, so what's with the smoke here? You're on double fire. Good job.
Yeah, that's it's time to smoke up and not get all the getting Utrecht dive bombed over and over and over again. So it's just like I'm gonna like back off and heal and just because I don't see the lib coming back anytime soon. At least not for a while. So I can just take off this HE pressure a little bit and just let this burn out and
so now you lost
a little bit longer.
Oof. Oh, Utrecht, right there. I don't know what you mean by you've been served, Wolfie. But together with the Napoli, you should be able to kill this guy.
Yeah, it takes he's like gonna go to the map edge, I think, because actually every time I play this guy, he always does this. Gets just close enough to do the airstrikes, but he's like all the way on the edge of the map, so.
That's the fun thing about ranked, right? Is you get to, like, you start recognizing players and you kind of know how they play and everything. I'm surprised you didn't just beat yourself and so you can reverse, but you got the angles, so it's okay. Good old Wargaming buff. It was a good song for an Italian ship, absolutely. Computer and legal terminology, okay. Oh, you're talking about because processing? I see where you're going now. So we go from Mambo Italiano to Mambo number 5. You guys are weird. Why is the Napoli? Oh well. Bye, Napoli.
Lots of questionable plays. Like, I don't understand how the team on the other side died. And then we're tied up again. We were up a couple of ships. Actually, we were up one ship for a while.
Yeah. Well, the big thing is, your Puerto Rico is in the cap. No point, no progress in getting the cap, but at least your Puerto Rico's in the cap. Now, you got a heal here. You gonna go for the heal, or...? No. Why aren't you gonna go for the heal?
Heals on cooldown.
Yeah, it's not available yet, but I mean, you know.
Oh, you want to sit back here and heal, or just... I was gonna go over there and help him out, because I know those other two are going to be pushing him. And I don't know, this loop's always like running off every time I engage him, so...
Yeah,
Just
so
go over here and...
you don't care about him right now.
Right.
Okay, fair.
Sending sap this Puerto Rico's way. Honestly, I thought this game was lost when I noticed the other two were dead, and then this Napoli died. I was just like, well... Just play
Never declare defeat.
Right.
Unless you're the only one left, then you just go and save your star.
Right. I mean, this is pretty much saving the star, just sitting here doing damage.
Yeah.
It's just...
Yeah. And wow, did you lol pen that Puerto Rico twice.
Yeah, but that Puerto Rico is just... This sap is just brutal on Puerto Rico. It's brutal on every cruiser, generally.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, double fire, so there's the DCP. Chasing packages used to be delivered at your door. Oof, that's unfortunate. Oh, the Puerto Rico missed a shot. You're Puerto Rico. I was hoping for, like, team play and stuff, you know?
Yeah. This is another guy I know from playing. He's just... Yeah.
Yeah, he's alive.
He's alive. That's probably more important than anything else.
Everything else is negotiable. Now here you go, trying to conserve shells again. I'm gonna deliver them on the roof. Good question. So Janan made nope. He's there. No, I mean, you know, he's got the Hydro going, right? So that's good. Detects all the deep waters. That's your big threat.
Right.
Now you could smoke here to try to sneak up on the Janan, or turn around and, you know, whatever. But
I mean, it's tough with Janan. Just like he's just running and then turning and then coming back, and he's just dropping torps whenever he can. Like it's pretty much dropping torps on cooldown.
yeah, that's what I would do
What
too.
you're supposed to do as people are pushing you. I mean, that's just the ship was only designed to do one thing.
Listening to the stream as radio play while kicking aft in randoms in Yamato. Life is good. There you go. Okay, so you told him not to chase the Janan.
Yeah, because I mean, he's just playing into the trap. If anything, if anything, he can go up to that island and then like wait for the Janan. But then at the same time, he's got the problem, the same problem the other Puerto Rico has. The Libertard. It's just gonna it's just gonna low pin him with all. If he's just firing HE, especially, but then you got all the secondaries too.
Mm-hmm. Nice
He's
sap
on a
it.
clock more than anything else.
Now, he did just get the heal. But there's a reload buff up here. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for that, but at the same time, I gotta do it quick because I know there's gonna be torps coming. The other guy just torping the gaps, so he's definitely gonna try to torp the buff or this, you know, this gap to face this lib. But then at the same time, this lib does something I was kind of shocked about.
He turned in and went aggressive, yeah, and you kind of misused your smoke there.
Right. I was expecting him to not do what he did because I thought he was gonna come across, but he didn't. He actually turns into the island and like rammed it and then starts reversing.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was expecting those torps. I just wasn't sure what the angle was. That's why it's just like.
Well, he's
completed.
Right. Yeah, he's broadside to the Puerto Rico, which is actually good for the Puerto Rico. He's got AP in. So it's like both these guys don't want to fight you guys, so they just... I don't know. Then keep away.
Yeah,
Oh, there's Janan.
Usually, like, ranked games, it's the complete opposite. Everybody's, like, super aggressive and...
Right.
Games are...
Hey, Conklin.
Yeah, that move kind of made me left out in no man's land doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Which I was totally surprised by.
So now the question
Oh, yeah.
is, you're incentivized to stay in the cap to get the cap, but at the same time, you staying in the cap makes it easier for you to get torped because the Janan knows where you are.
Yep. He knows exactly where I'm at. And I
So-
know he's sending torps my way, so I gotta move.
Mm-hmm. Now the question is, what's the Libertad gonna do?
Yep.
Aha.
He's been playing so different than any other person playing that ship.
Well, so this is one of the things that we always talk about is when you've got players, and for lack of a better way of saying it, they don't have a lot of skill in the game, or, you know, they're not like super unicum players. The thing is, you just don't know what they're going to do. You don't know how to react to them and how they're going to react to you. And that's really tough. That's me,
Yeah.
says Wyatt. Well, I mean,
Honestly,
you know...
at this point, I really thought the game was over and I'm dead because he probably
Mm-hmm.
sent torps to this gap. Like, there's no perfect. That's the obvious thing, you know, for him to do.
Yeah. But at the same time, you kind of have no choice anyways,
Right.
because...
And he's doing moves that I didn't think he was going to do. Like, I thought he was going to go duck behind the island, and
Mm-hmm.
but he ended up turning around again. So since he did that, this is what I need to do to avoid getting obliterated by torpedoes, which is go straight for the island and ram it. Wait for the torpedoes to go by.
Yep. And hey, look, torpedoes. You thought the package was gone missing since the last tracking note was not delivered. Oh. Now, you ramming the island is going to most likely allow them to grab the A cap.
Yeah.
I don't know what the score is off, you know, I don't know if that number at the top is accurate or not.
No, it's accurate. Actually,
Okay.
they were winning. Which, yeah, they were definitely winning by at this
Yeah.
point.
So, if that's the case, I mean, it doesn't matter if they get the cap or not, you need to kill him to win, period.
Pretty much. Yeah, there's like 4 minutes left. I have to find a way to figure out a way to juke him into either being out in the open or missing his torps as I'm coming around an island or something.
Yeah.
Now,
And
normally
look,
with a ship like Janan, you want to come into where in the direction he's going, not from behind, because the torp angles are better backwards than they are forwards for almost all
Right.
ships, really. And plus, it's easier to hit people chasing you.
mm-hmm.
So I see he's going that way. I'm thinking about maybe I'll meet him when he's going forward this way.
Yeah, that's assuming he doesn't turn or reverse or something.
Yeah.
He's out of the cap. Hey, Lord Maruk. Happy Friday.
Yeah, this
He's-
is like a whole lot of mind games trying to figure out which way this guy's gonna go. I'm like, the spotter spot him.
The way he's turned, he's luck chucking torps this direction,
Yeah.
north of that island, figuring you're just gonna chase him straight at him. Yeah, we have a giveaway going on in chat, guys. You got to be a follower. This is on Twitch, so if you're watching on YouTube, Rumble, or Kick, get on over to Twitch and make sure you're a follower. Click that little heart icon. It's free. It's easy. And then type something in chat so you can get in for the giveaway.
Yeah, but the main thing is I noticed which way the ship is actually facing, so I just
Yeah.
it's coming in. It looks like to me I'm coming in from the rear of the ship, so I'm like, let me turn around and switch directions.
I mean, knowing him, he probably chucked torps on both sides. So if he lets you get the... Nope, he didn't. I was going to say, if he lets you get the cap, then there you go. But, okay. 2 minutes to go. You're pretty much going to have to go for it. You got no
there's
choice.
No options here. The game's over.
You have
unless
to
I kill
hope...
him.
You have to hope that this guy is getting greedy with his torpedoes, and you catch him while he's firing his torps the wrong way.
Also trying to get to not actually get caught on the island too, and like taking a slightly wider. So
Well,
hard to
you
tell where-
also need that extra room to turn in tight if you need to.
Right.
Okay, there he is. Oh, this is terrible for you. This is
Yeah.
terrible for you. He just pull forward. All he has to do is pull forward and smoke. But he's not.
He's been smoking a lot, so he might have actually ran out of
He-
smoke. So
I was just
don't
thinking
know
that.
exactly, but
Yeah. So he's gonna
it's like,
turn.
oh,
He's gonna turn to get his other
Missed.
torps off at you, and here's your chance. Your only shot right here. Oh my god! And with that, it's GG, and he saves a star.
and you get a death pick, sort of.
Oh crap! I forgot it. I was like talking so much, I missed it. Oh well. I missed my damn death pick. We'll go back and fix it. 1,000 base XP higher than second place. Jeez. Very crazy game. Very crazy game. But it highlights why you don't give up. You didn't even get Confederate that game.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was kind of shocked.
Wow. This poor Puerto Rico, poor Libertad. No, not poor Libertad. He got what he deserved. The Genon. Oh my god. All he had to do was pull forward and not show you side, and he wins. But he got aggressive, and he turned to try to kill you. Right? If you would have just pulled forward, taken the hit, while stern on, he probably wouldn't have taken that much damage.
I mean, he shot his torps too early. That was the thing when I was coming across the island. That's what killed him. Because I couldn't clear the island and shoot him.
All right, there's our title. Too soon, Junior. Wow, 4 hits. Only 4 hits for 32,000 damage. See what I was talking about with SAP and light cruisers, ultralight cruisers? Oh my god. Wow. Everything you damaged, you killed. I'll kill you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you. All right, let's get the replay render going. Chat, what are we going to do for a title on this one? Clutch shot. Maybe just clutch. It's never over. Well, yeah, too soon Junior is quite long. But too soon could work. I don't know. Hujam, what do you think?
I like the too soon. That was
Too soon. All right. It's your replay. so we can do 2 soon. I'm getting my damn death pick. Anyway, I'm watching. So the only feedback to give you, of course, is like I was saying. You know, you have to think if you want to support your destroyer, you need to be in a position to do that immediately as soon as they spot each other.
That's what happened to Geon Torps. That's.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
that Geon killed both of our team on the other side.
Yes.
They didn't need to do that. The only thing you
That
have to do is
Geon
Geon
player was really good. He really knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
You guys enjoying the super fast forwarded game in the background? Got it. Pop. I mean, yeah, he knew what he was doing very, like, you know, you almost hate that he lost, right? Because it was such a, he played that ship, like, so perfectly.
Yeah, he did a really good job.
Except for that final crucial moment when you came, you saw, and you conquered him. As a matter of fact, that's what I'm doing. I'm moving up here. I'll show you the screenshot I'm putting together. If only the buoy wasn't in the way. But yeah, we're gonna make sure you can see at least as much of it as possible. The Vendi Vici Vici, Vendi Vidi Vici. There you go. There you go. I mean, I could actually, if I zoom in, if I scroll in, I can get this. Yeah, there we go. Let's get that stupid. That's perfect right there. That's the death pick. Assuming everybody votes for you, you know, the flag even went flying, did it? Oh yeah, it did kind of go flying, didn't it? Ay ay ay. Assuming everybody votes for that particular replay. Let's get the render back because you'll catch the end there. What a game. And there's where he goes splat. I think you also caught him when he was starting to reverse. Because it looked like it took him a long time to recover from that. And just turn forward and right. Go around the island. Play Wrath of Khan. It's fine. You win in a minute and a half.
Around the rosied me, and I would have nothing I could do. I mean,
that's what I mean.
That's the winning move, but he went for damage.
He got greedy.
Yeah.
That's what happened. He got greedy. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, well, I can exit the game now. Why did they both chased the Napoli through the channel?
Yeah, you can definitely tell which Geon player was the better. Because, I mean, that Napoli should have died just from Geon Torps from the guy. 2 Torp cruisers sitting there. And one guy's pushing the buff. They could have just both dropped Torps into that little spot. And, I mean, that's a lot of Torps for a Napoli to try to survive. Especially in that narrow of an area.
Yeah, and he did. And then the Janan killed them both as they came around the island. That hurts. Real Durance, congratulations on the win. Yeah, thank you for being here, man. Real Durance joined this stream, what, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, gotta say? Been around for a long time. This is also a good 2 years? Okay. It's also a good song for this replay for you, huh? Smooth Operator. Ay ay ay. All right, so we'll call it too soon, and that's fine. So, hey, thank you very much for meeting me in person. That was a hell of a lot of fun, and all your support over the years, Hujam.
Oh yeah, it's no problem, man.